Hi, I'm Drex, and this is Introduction to Poi. Today we're going to be talking about timing and direction, a concept that is so fundamental to Poi, it's very difficult to find tricks that don't use it in some way, shape, or form. Timing and direction is a method for classifying all of the different ways that two objects can move around a circle in relation to each other. We have two directions to choose from, either same direction or opposite direction. The difference is, with same direction, both of the Poi are either going clockwise or counterclockwise, just so long as they are both doing the exact same thing. With opposites, one Poi will be going clockwise and the other Poi will be going counterclockwise. Timing refers to the phasing of the two objects. This is when we shift the beginning and end points of their journey so that they separate and then come back together at different points around the circle. You can think of this as being somewhat analogous to two runners doing a race, where they can start at the same point around the track, or we could start one runner at a different point around the track. They may be running the same speed, but the appearance of that race will be vastly different depending upon where they start and end. Now, there are an infinite number of possible timings, but we tend to focus on just two of them because they're the most aesthetically pleasing as well as the most symmetrical. These two are together time, in which we're trying to get the Poi to reach the top and bottom of their journey at the same time. There's also split time, where one Poi is up and one Poi is down, and essentially the hands are doing opposite operations at all times. With two directions and two timings, that means that there are a total of 4 possible ways that we can combine together these properties. They are together same, sometimes abbreviated, tog same, or even just TS. In this timing and direction, the two Poi are going around the same circle at the same time in the same direction, appearing neck and neck with each other. This results in patterns that appear to be doubled or echoed by a second pattern just a few inches off. Next we have together time, opposite direction, which is sometimes abbreviated tog op or even just TO. In this timing and direction, the two Poi are reaching the top and the bottom of their circles at the same time, but separating out to either side. This results in patterns that appear to reflect across a vertical axis of symmetry that passes through the center of the body. Next up, we have split time, same direction, which is sometimes abbreviated split same, or even just SS. In this timing and direction, the two Poi are traveling in the same direction, whether it be clockwise or counterclockwise, but they're always phased 180 degrees off of each other. That is, they're always pointing away from each other. In this timing and direction, we create patterns that seem to constantly reflect across a shifting axis of symmetry that turns around a point that's essentially based between our shoulders. Finally, we have split time opposite direction, which is sometimes abbreviated split op or even just SO. In this timing and direction, the Poi are meeting together on the left and right hand sides of the performer, but separating top and bottom. This results in patterns that seem to reflect across a horizontal axis of symmetry that passes straight through the performer's shoulders. Timing and direction is important for most Poi moves, but especially so for flat plane moves. You'll find that as you learn most flat plane moves, they'll each have 4 variations, one for each timing and direction combination. Now that you have a basic understanding of timing and direction, you'll want to practice it with all of the flat plane moves that we explored in the last video, namely your static spins and your extensions. But there are a couple things that we should flag real quickly. Number 1, when you're working in wall plane, split time same direction inevitably means that your arms are going to come into contact with each other. There are ways around this that we'll explore in later videos, but for right now, just get more comfortable with your static spins and doing that move in wheel plane. Next, in wheel plane, you will find that both together same and split opposite require moments when both of your hands are behind your back. Be careful with this. If you feel any pain in your shoulder whatsoever as you're performing this, don't do it anymore. It's best to avoid injury and concentrate on the wall plane variations. One of the bigger challenges you're likely to have as you're exploring timing is figuring out how to get a clean split time feel going. This is the best way I've found to be able to teach this, is to begin by counting off 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and assigning each Poi a downbeat. So in this case, my right hand, that is my orange one, has all the 1s, and my white hand, that is my left hand, has all the 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This will also work in split time same direction the same way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Another way you can go about this is to actually try just doing them in sequence. Doing the right hand, then the left hand. The right hand, and then the left hand. And see if you can get it to the point where you can do this continuously and not let the poise stop. So when it comes to practicing static spin, and especially when you're doing split time same direction, you may find a bit of an issue. Namely that it should be that these two poi are going to tangle with each other, right? So how am I doing it without tangling? Well, the trick here is what the audience doesn't see. Namely, that my left hand is actually always about 2 to 3 inches further away from my body than my right hand is. You still want to keep the two hands a poise length apart from each other, but this will ensure that they're never actually in a position when they can tangle. And as far as the audience is concerned, it makes no difference whether they're a couple inches apart or right in the same place where they might tangle. So, take advantage of that fact. Timing and direction is essential for understanding the way that poi move and the transitions between the ways that they can move. We'll cover that in a later video. Thank you for watching and enjoy the flow. Peace. This video right here was made thanks to the kind contributions of these folks right here. They found me at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signed up to make a contribution every month. By doing so, they got access to a whole bunch of extra footage from the videos that I put out every month, plus which, a number of really awesome rewards. If you or anybody that you know has learned something from one of the videos that I've put out, please consider going to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up to be a supporter. Thank you.